r/AskReddit, what is the weirdest fetish you're into or heard of? There's one I read on an r/AskMen thread, link about a girl who had a fetish of being fucked while playing dead, which included having her requesting that her BF wear a Nazi uniform during the act. Are we the baddies? Inflation. Putting balloons under the clothes and inflating them to make it look like the person is inflating. No, I'm not making it up. When I read inflation, my mind went to economic inflation, and I thought, well, now's the right time for them. For me, I've seen on a TV show a man who's sexually turned on by balloons. Loves to rub and hear the sounds from it. Need to be careful with the balloons. One small prick and it's all over. They call them lunars. I just learned of this the other day. The guy who was attracted to cars was weirder to me. That second guy they brought in that fucked the first guy's car when he wasn't looking was even weirder. Bob's Burgers. Some people have a cannibalism fetish where they like to be hogtied, an apple shoved in their mouth, and garnished with vegetables. There's a guy I used to work with who had a thing about women pressing their skin against glass. Mirks you. Instructions unclear, my girlfriend ended up in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. Followed by bore. There's people that get off to pretending to be furniture and having people sit on them or stack books or cups on them. I have my own little footrest. Makes a good place to prop my feet up at the end of the day. He's a very good boy. I wonder if toilet bowls count as furniture. I remember seeing a post somewhere where a guy tested if you could make anything a fetish, so he started jerking off to his printer, thinking nothing about it, but when he was fixing a family member's printer he started getting sweaty and felt like he was doing something naughty. So he developed a thing for his printer. I did it for science. The weirdest I ever saw live was a clown orgy. It's literally what it sounds like. A bunch of people dressed like clowns having a real orgy. Of all the stuff I encountered at BDSM events, that one had to be discussed in therapy. That gives new meaning to clowning around. And I'm not talking bare breasts against a shower door either. An empty jam jar on their forearm would do him fine. Yeah, I too like to be frightened and oddly turned on at the same time. Sounds like a meeting of juggalos and juggalettes. Did a load of them come out of one girl's pussy? The one where people fuck tree or are attracted to trees, I forgot the name of it. Edit, I'm not attracted to trees. Environmentalists. JK haha, yeah, I've heard of it, I don't remember the name either. The one where people stick stuff up their pee-pee. Putting stuff in penis. That can't be real. My boyfriend likes hands, a lot. Your boyfriend wouldn't happen to be Yoshikage Kira, would he? Sounding. I understand you, but I'm still confused. I've been to the clinic and I've had those tests. There is no way I'm doing anything like that for fun. I got squirted on by a clown's flower has an altogether new meaning. Scat. Not knocking anyone for being into it, but I just think life shits on you enough. A little smear during anal is fine. I'm going to wipe it off right away though. One, I am into a woman peeing on me and me C2C with women. Weirdest one I heard of involved someone pooping into a bag, freezing it and then shoving into someone else's ass. I don't know how that became anyone's kink, but it exists, I just don't remember what it was called. It's called an Alaskan pipeline. I do not know how I know this. May have read it on Reddit. The blood stuff, watched, not into, I've seen cutting vids, genital mutilation, and whatever they call the bloodletting, vamp roleplay stuff. I worked ER for well over a decade. We had one couple that would come in around once a month for a year or so, one or the other would have some serious cuts that needed attention because of their fetish. Very nice people. Hope they outgrew their unhealthy kink. Tickling. There's a whole like underground network of it. There's also a movie about it, Tickled. The movie only features tickling as a launching point. It's a mystery about a man who blackmails young men and the radio personality who tries to track him down. Super interesting documentary. While ticking is there, it's about people really. I read Empty Jam Jar and got flashbacks to that one thing for a moment. Reading some of these comments makes me feel less bad about my Giantess fetish. Dragons fucking cars. Cock in the tailpipe sort of thing. Enough said. r/dragons fucking cars. So like. I'm into rope and a lot of the usual BDSM stuff. But one kink I have that, while it doesn't weird me out, I find odd. I have a dress-up kink. I like making and picking out clothes and outfits for my partner, and that really gets me going. Is dress-up kink a thing? I love specifically picking outfits/choose lingerie to wear for a partner and would love it if a partner picked my outfit for a date. Poop. It's one of the first I've learned in my youth and it's still extreme after all these years seeing weird stuff online. Sucking piss out of ass. I beg your finest pardon. What a terrible day to be literate. Chastity cages. Basically it's a cage men can put around their penis that makes it difficult to get an erection and even very uncomfortable. Basically prevents the man from climaxing, and there's a whole psychological aspect of it when you give someone else the keys to unlock it. Now there's a man you couldn't trust to tell you if you have meningitis. Chastity is the greatest sexual discovery of my life. It's an amazing dynamic. I'm into vor. As for others, the other day someone posted about an ex who was into having sex with soaking wet shoes and socks on cause they liked the feeling of that. So there was this guy thinking he was into scat until he realized he is not, but it was too late. Love this story. Never gets old. Literally everything on here, it's a list of all the fetishes known. Link. There are some really weird ones like cannibalism, attraction to disability, being robbed, vampires, blood, drowning, poop, you name it. I knew about the car accident one because of David Cronenberg's Crash, but some of these are just confusing. How are people even attracted to, checks notes, fog, eyeball licking or turning people into furniture? People give foot fetish a lot of shit, which leads me to believe they think it's really weird. I've never had a girl say it was bad or dump me for it. Foot fetish is fairly normal compared to what fetish I know that's really weird. It's one of the most tame and vanilla fetishes out there. And considering some women adorn their feet with pedicures, toe rings, anklets, high heels, etc., there's no reason it should be considered weird to find some feet attractive. Definitely not into it, but farts and poop are things I'll never understand. One time I went to a sex convention and a man dressed as a pony in a gimp suit let me ride on a cart on his back and pull his hair as if it were reins. I could steer him through his hair. He was giving free pony rides to everyone and it was in the hot sun over the summer. I saw one about women who are sexually attracted to bugs. Oddly enough, some people love smegma. The bigger and smellier it is, the better. You can have this one, sir. I'm not going to Google it. I really like panties. Not sniffing them or holding them, just seeing them on girls. And not the G-strings or the ones that open up on the vagina. Just panties, cute ones that fit well. There's something so artistically beautiful about them. I just want to draw them. Draw me like one of your French girls. My fetish is unconditional love and affection. How about something more realistic like feet? I've been tied to a cross once. It was definitely the most blasphemous sex I have ever had. I've seen online there are quite a number of people who got a hypnosis kink from Kaya in the Jungle Book. Cake fart, it was a viral thing on YouTube back in the day. Cars. Years ago, there was a guy on a UK talk show, talking about how he fell in love with his car and admitted to having sex with it. No, it wasn't Jeremy Clarkson. Like the B movie. I let my hot brunette colleague Katie urinate inside my mouth. I also choose this guy's hot brunette colleague. They took cockroach way too seriously. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1,000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.